Oh my god, I was telling SRT, okay. So, welcome back. We'll finish off these, let's finish off this lab thing. We're about to enter this special lab from Seren, and I think that is where the main thing is. That's where we have to go. Yeah, breeding facility entrance. So we should just check this. There's a communication tower here as well, it seems. Check this out before we go anywhere else. So we have to go up. Hey ladies, come here. I really like Tali's clothing though. She looks cool. What is this?
Shepard, look over here. It's another beacon, like the one on Eden Prime.
Am I sure I want to touch this?
This place is an abomination. Saren's research must be destroyed.
There is something foul in the air here.
I get the feeling something bad is about to happen.
You are not Saren.
What is that? Some kind of VI interface?
Rudimentary creatures of blood and flesh. You touch my mind, fumbling in ignorance, incapable of understanding.
I do not think this is a VI.
There is a realm of existence so far beyond your own, you cannot even imagine it. I am beyond your comprehension.
I am sovereign. Okay, that is kind of cool. You're alive?
Sovereign isn't just some Reaper ship, Saren. It's an actual Reaper.
Reaper, a label created by the Protheans to give voice to their destruction. In the end, what they chose to call us is irrelevant. We simply are.
The Protheans vanished 50,000 years ago. You could not have been there. It's impossible.
Organic life is nothing but a genetic mutation. An accident. Your lives are measured in years and decades. You wither and die. We are eternal, the pinnacle of evolution and existence. Before us, you are nothing. Your extinction is inevitable. We are the end of everything.
Whatever your plan is, it's gonna fail. I'll make sure of that.
Confidence born of ignorance. The cycle cannot be broken.
Cycle? What cycle?
The pattern has repeated itself more times than you can fathom. Organic civilizations rise, evolve, advance, and at the apex of their glory, they are extinguished. The Protheans were not the first. They did not create the Citadel. They did not forge the mass relays. They merely found them. The legacy of my kind.
You built them?
Why would you construct the mass relays, then leave them for someone else to find?
Your civilization is based on the technology of the mass relays. Our technology. By using it, your society develops along the paths we desire. We impose order on the chaos of organic evolution. You exist because we allow it, and you will end because we demand it.
They are harvesting us. letting us advance to the level they need, then wiping us out.
What do you want from us? Slaves? Resources?
My kind transcends your very understanding. We are each a nation, independent, free of all weakness. You cannot even grasp the nature of our existence.
Where did you come from? Who built you?
We have no beginning. We have no end. We are infinite. Millions of years after your civilization has been eradicated and forgotten, we will endure.
Where are the rest of the Reapers? Are you the last of your kind?
We are Legion. The time of our return is coming. Our numbers will darken the sky of every world. You cannot escape your doom.
You're not even alive. Not really. You're just a machine, and machines can be broken.
Your words are as empty as your future. I am the vanguard of your destruction. This exchange is over.
Commander, we got trouble.
Hit me, Joker.
That ship's Sovereign? It's moving. I don't know what you did down there, but that thing just pulled a turn that would shear any of our ships in half. It's coming your way, and it's coming hard. You need to wrap things up in there fast.
This console is no longer functioning. Ideas, Commander Shepard?
We'll head for the breeding facility. Time to blow this place to hell.
Right, Commander. I'll meet you there. Joker out.
I wasn't supposed to touch that, I think.
Gaff returning from your position, JSO. Looks like Shadow picked a sensitive spot. Williams, head them off. Hold them.
I need to check something. Why did that not do any damage to this thing?
Think we got him, Commander.
Let's keep going then. Everybody's turning towards us, so what we did actually caused at least the enemy to turn back and like focus on us. But I don't know if that's a good thing. Shit. I wasn't paying attention to my HP. Huh, okay. Because I kept pressing the forward button, she moved, so now I'm standing like this. I'm a rebel. Hey, I tried, okay? It wasn't very tasty.
they're turning from your position, JSL. Looks like Shadow picked a sensitive spot. Williams, head them off. Hold them.
I'm a little surprised there's like no in-between saves, but I guess I should really like I've said it before, I don't use my quick save enough, Melon. So I should probably focus on using it a bit more often. What are you shooting at?
Gel deployed.
There's an average decryption here, sorry.
Now it's our turn.
I was like, oh, elevator music, ting 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 ting. Let's just heal up if we can before we grab this. And quick save.
That's it. We need to clear the gap and set those charges. Charges set. Everyone bunker down. Bunker down.
I don't trust this. It's too wide open.
All right. Nice work. That's one less thing to worry about. Commander, I'm bringing us in. I'll get as close to the site as I can.
Holy.
This place is an abomination. Saren's research must be destroyed.
Where are you? Oh, there you are.
Bomb is in position. We're all set here.
Commander, can you read me?
The nuke is almost ready. Get to the rendezvous point, Williams.
Negative, Commander. The Geth have us pinned down on the AA tower. We've taken heavy casualties. We'll never make the rendezvous point in time.
Get them out of there, Joker, now!
Negative! It's too hot! Can't risk it! We'll hold them off as long as we...
It's okay, Commander. I need a couple of minutes to finish arming the bomb. Go get them and meet me back here.
Up to the AA tower. Move!
I'm like losing party members. Where is it though? It's through either of these doors, so why is this is an opening? And now we put away our weapons, you know, and just chill. Everything's alright. Everything's okay. Oh, there's a crate. Open crates. Loot goblin. Nom nom.
It appears the Geth have sent reinforcements.
Heads up, LT. We just spotted a troop ship headed to your location.
It's already here. There's Geth pouring out all over the bomb site.
Can you hold them off?
There's too many. I don't think we can survive until you get here. I'm activating the bomb.
What the hell are you doing, Alenko?
I'm just making sure this bomb goes off, no matter what. It's done, Commander. Go get Williams and get the hell out of here.
Screw that. We can handle ourselves. Go back and get Alenko.
Alenko, radio Joker and tell him to meet us at the bomb site.
Yes, Commander.
You know it's the right choice, LT.
Stay alive. I'll be coming to get you too, Ash.
I think we both know that's not gonna happen, Commander.
If I had to choose between Ashley and Thingy, I'm going for Jaden though. Come on.
Taking fire! Cover your flank! Cover your...
He's half robot.
I applaud you, Shepard. My Geth were utterly convinced the Solarians were the real threat. An impressive diversion. Of course, it was all for nothing. I can't let you disrupt what I've accomplished here. You can't possibly understand what's really at stake.
Why are you doing this?
You've seen the vision from the beacons, Shepard. You of all people should understand what the Reapers are capable of. They cannot be stopped. Do not mire yourself in pointless revolt. Do not sacrifice everything for the sake of petty freedoms. The Protheans tried to fight, but they were utterly destroyed. Trillions dead. But what if they had bowed before the invaders? Would the Protheans still exist? A submission not preferable to extinction?
Do you really believe the Reapers will let us live?
Now you see why I never came forward with this to the Council. We organics are driven by emotion instead of logic. We will fight even when we know we cannot win. But if we work with the Reapers, if we make ourselves useful, think how many lives could be spared. Once I understood this, I joined Sovereign. Though I was aware of the dangers, I had hoped that this facility could protect me.
You're afraid Sovereign is influencing you. You're afraid he's controlling your thoughts.
I've studied the effects of indoctrination. The more control Sovereign exerts, the less capable the subject becomes. That is my saving grace. Sovereign needs me to find the conduit. My mind is still my own, for now. But the transformation from ally to servant can be subtle. I will not let it happen to me.
Why are the Geth following Sovereign?
They believe Sovereign to be some kind of god, the pinnacle of their own evolution. But the reaction of their deity is most telling. It is insulted. Sovereign does not desire the pitiful devotions the Geth hurl at it. They are just tools, and no amount of belief on their part will change that. But as tools, they are useful. They will survive the coming invasion. If organic life is to survive, we must also prove we are useful. We must work with the Reapers.
Tell me why Sovereign needs the conduit. Tell me what it is. Maybe we can find a way to stop them.
The conduit is the key to your destruction and my salvation. Sovereign needs my help to find it. That is the only reason I have not been indoctrinated.
Sovereign's manipulating you and you don't even know it. You're already under its power.
No, Sovereign needs me. If I find the conduit, I've been promised a reprieve from the inevitable. This is my only hope.
Together we can stop Sovereign. We don't have to submit to the Reapers, we can beat them.
I no longer believe that, Shepard. Visions cannot be denied. The Reapers are too powerful. The only hope of survival is to join with them. Sovereign is a machine. It thinks like a machine. If I can prove my value, I become a resource worth maintaining. There is no other logical conclusion.
You were a Spectre. You were sworn to defend the galaxy. Then you broke that vow to save yourself.
I'm not doing this for myself. Don't you see? Sovereign will succeed. It is inevitable. My way is the only way any of us will survive. I'm forging an alliance between us and the Reapers, between organics and machines. And in doing so, I will save more lives than have ever existed. But you would undo my work. You would doom civilization to complete annihilation. And for that, you must die.
Okay. Ow. Punch in the face.
All right, everybody, hang on.
So, Ashley's dead.
I can't believe that Ash didn't make it. How could we just leave her down there?
There was no time. I couldn't save you both. The bomb was about to go off.
But why me? Why not her?
It wasn't your call, Alenko. I had to choose. I chose you.
But if I'd done my job, you wouldn't have had to make that call.
Get it together, soldier. Ash's blood is on Saren's hands. And when we find that son of a bitch, I'll make him pay.
Yes, ma'am. We'll get it done.
Commander, excuse me for interrupting, but I have an idea. I think the beacon you found in Saren's base was similar to the one you found on Eden Prime. It may have filled in the missing pieces of your vision. I might be able to help you put all those pieces together.
You want to join our minds again, don't you? Okay, go ahead.
Relax, Commander. Embrace eternity. I never thought the images would be so intense. I need a moment to collect myself.
Did the vision make any sense to you?
It's a distress call. A message sent out across the Prothean Empire. A warning against the Reapers, but the warning came too late.
What about the conduit?
There were other images, locations, places I recognized from my research. Ilos! The conduit is on Ilos! That is why Saren needed to find the Mu relay. It is the only way to get to Ilos.
How come you never told us about Ilos before?
The Mu relay links to dozens of systems and hundreds of worlds. How was I to know Ilos was the one we wanted? Without the cipher, the images in your visions were never clear. Only now do I recognize them as landmarks from Ilos.
We need to get to Ilos.
Forget it. The Mu relay's inside the Terminus systems. Alliance ships are not welcome there. Neither are Spectres.
The conduit's on Ilos. That's where Saren's heading. I'll be waiting for him when he gets there.
Saren will have his entire fleet orbiting Ilos. You will never make it down to the surface without reinforcements. You must alert the Council. We need a fleet to... I am sorry. The joining is exhausting. I should go to the medical bay and lie down for a moment.
Dr. Chakwa should take a look at you.
That will not be necessary. I just need some rest. Somewhere quiet.
We're done here. Dismissed.
Commander, there's a convoy nearby. I can link us in if you want to report back to the Citadel Council. You know, to warn them about Sovereign.
Set the link up, Joker. They need to know.
Patching it through.
Commander Shepard, I'm pleased to see your mission on Vermar was a success.
Saren is formidable enough without an army of Krogan serving under him.
The Krogan would have served Sovereign, a Reaper.
Yes, we saw mention of this on your report. Sovereign, Ascension machine, a true artificial intelligence. This news is quite alarming, if it turns out to be accurate.
Sovereign's a Reaper. Saren admitted it.
He's playing you, Shepard. Saren still has contacts on the Citadel. He probably saw your earlier reports, the ones talking about your vision and the Reapers.
It's highly possible Saren is using false information to throw you off balance. Our own intelligence has never turned up any corroborating information.
Sooner or later, you're gonna have to take something I say on faith, Counselor.
Try to see this from our perspective, Commander. Saren is a threat we can recognize. However, as far as we know, the Reapers only exist in your visions.
Our decisions affect trillions of lives. We cannot act on the accusations of a single person, even a Spectre. Not without solid evidence.
The Council cannot take any official action here. That is why we created the Spectres. You have the authority to act as you see fit.
There's one thing I don't
If
understand.
you truly believe Sovereign is the real threat, you must take whatever steps are necessary to stop it.
We're so far in the future, we can literally
Good luck, Commander. From all of us.
cause like 3D images of yourself to be seen by other people, yet we don't have recording technology on our spacesuits? What? Like, you'd expect us to be able to like, oh, well, here is his voice line literally saying it, right? Like, we did it before. Why did we not do it now? Why did we not record him while he was completely like spilling his guts to us before we shot him out of the air? Like, this does not make any sense to me. I find it so, it does not make any sense whatsoever. I literally spoke to it. Why did I not record the Reaper speaking to me? It is just stupid.
I wanted to thank you
What for, Garrus?
for everything. Taking me with you, letting me be part of your team. I've learned a lot. I've thought a lot about what you've told me. About not sacrificing innocence to achieve the goal. About finding the best way through. And I've been thinking...
He's already told me
I
this.
realized he escaped under my watch, and I didn't like that. I let it become personal.
I'm glad you see it that way.
Don't worry, Commander. I will.
Commander, you did what you had to do. I respect your choice.
I appreciate what you did, Rex. I won't forget it.
Just make sure it was worth it. Saren has to pay for what he's done.
No matter what it takes, I'm gonna hunt him down and kill him.
I like the sound of that.
So long, Rex.
Shepard.
You have my gratitude, Commander. Most people would have left our team behind. The captain considers the mission a success. I defer to his judgment.
Let me see what you have.
Bye. Bye. I don't know if these are better. I'll just grab it.
Looking for supplies?
Let's see what you got.
You bet, Commander.
Anything useful? Durian though. I guess 10 is the highest it goes. Still, I find it stupid. We literally touched another one of those pillars, right? We can literally communicate. We can be like, okay, well, send someone over, an Asari, and we'll just let her look through the memories of the visions. That's one solution. The other solution is we could have recorded the thing that we were talking to, that stupid robot called Sovereign, literally telling us that they're going to destroy us all. We should have recorded that. We should have recorded Saren telling us about the Reapers and Sovereign and they need me to find a conduit kind of deal. We should have recorded that. We would have so much proof. They would have been forced to send a whole squadron.
I should go.
See you later.
Like... Why did we not record anything? That is just dumb. I don't think that's how... Why not auto-record everything anyway? Like, you're in space, you're investigating something. Anything said by the opposite party that you're chasing after can be used as evidence against them. Why don't we have an auto-record software on our thing? Why do we have to rely on telling them what happens? Human memory, and memory of most likely most species, is not 100% accurate anyway.
I forwarded the mission update to the Citadel, Commander. We got confirmation on those reinforcements.
It's stupid.
Ambassador Udina wants us to report back to the Citadel. The Council's massing a joint species fleet to deal with Saren and his Geth.
Back to the Citadel, Joker. I want the Normandy at the head of that fleet.
Yes, ma'am.
That's so stupid.
Good job, Shepard. Thanks to you, the Council's finally taking real action against Saren.
The Ambassador is correct. If Saren is foolish enough to attack the Citadel, as you believe, we will be ready for him.
Patrols are stationed at every mass relay linking Citadel space to the Terminus systems.
How many ships are you sending to attack Ilos?
Ilos is only accessible to the ME1 relay, deep inside the Terminus systems, Commander. If we send a fleet in there, the only possible outcome is full-scale war.
Now is the time for discretion, Commander. Saren's greatest weapon was secrecy. Exposed, he is no longer a threat. This is over.
Sovereign's the real threat. Saren's just a servant of the Reapers.
Only you have seen the Reapers, and then only in visions. We won't invade the Terminus systems because...
See what I mean? We could have been like, oh well, you don't believe me? Well, at least look at my visions then. Like...
Saren is a master manipulator. The conduit is just a distraction from his real plan to attack the Citadel.
One ship going into the Terminus systems won't start a war. I can be discreet.
You detonated a nuclear device on Vermeer. I wouldn't call that discreet.
Your style served you well in the Traverse, Commander. We recognize that. But Ilos requires a deft touch. We have the situation under control.
If Saren finds the conduit, we're all screwed. We have to go to Ilos.
Ambassador Udina, I get the sense Commander Shepard isn't willing to let this go.
There are serious political implications here, Shepard. Humanity's made great gains thanks to you, but now you're becoming more trouble than you're worth.
You bastard! You're selling us out!
It's just politics, Commander. You've done your job, now let me do mine. We've locked out all the Normandy's primary systems until further notice you're grounded.
Are you insane? After everything I have done, you still don't believe me.
I think it's time for you and your team to leave, Commander. This no longer
Bitch.
Commander, are you alright?
No.
I'm sure there's a way to appeal. We're under Alliance authority, after all, not the Council.
I pushed as hard as I could. They wouldn't listen.
So that's it. We just walk away? We let them win and damn us all.
We'll think of something. I just need to figure things out.
If I can be of any help, let me know. I hope I'm not out of line saying that.
Oh, I'm glad you're here. It was a frustrating trip before we were grounded.
You looked like you were about ready to go off on the Council. Much as they deserve it, it's good to take a step back. I'm here for you, but we're in a rough spot, and the last thing I want...
Why did we not go, well, Johanna, Sari, you can look into my mind. No, I'll do it. Why don't we just do that? Why do we just let them? Like, I don't get it.
I'm sick of it too. Maybe we need to take a little initiative.
You have something up your sleeve, Shepard? What am I saying? When don't you? That's what I appreciate about you.
Careful. When this is over, I might pay more attention to what you say.
Oh, so it's back to business after playing me. You're something else, you know?
I don't want this. Thanks. No.
Sorry to interrupt, Commander. Got a message from Captain Anderson.
What did he want?
Only said to meet him in that club in the wards. Flux.
Well, I guess you better go then.
Equalizing interior pressure with exterior atmosphere. Logged. The commanding officer is ashore. Exo Presley has the deck.
Coming up in a report later today, Emily Wong investigates corruption on the Citadel and uncovers a full-blown crime syndicate.
This could have been so easily solved. We could have told that Asari and the council, well, you guys don't believe me, at least check it yourself then, instead of just deflecting the whole time. I just don't understand why we didn't do that. Like, it's pretty obvious. Our Asari can do it, why can't the other one? You know?
Soldier, I've got a major situation, and I need help from somebody with humanity's interests at heart.
It's Commander, actually. What do you want?
Of course, right to business. That's why humanity has the best damn fleet in the galaxy. My name is Elias Keeler. I'm an Alliance negotiator. We've got a big session coming up with the Solarians. You wouldn't believe what's riding on this. I'm fighting for humanity.
I don't remember seeing you hip deep in Geth back on Eden Prime.
I'm not on the front lines, but I'm making sure our jobs don't get outsourced to the aliens. I need every edge I can get. It's legal, but restricted. I've purchased the monthly limit, and I need more from the medbay.
Keeler, you've got a problem. You need to get treatment.
It might look that way from the outside, but this is just a one-time slip-up. All the top negotiators are on stimulants close to the legal limit. It's the way the game is played.
I don't see all the top negotiators soliciting help to go over the legal limit, Keeler.
Maybe you're right. I've been trying to keep humanity strong, and maybe I've pushed myself too hard. I'll tell you what, this will be the last time I use the stimulant. After this deal is finished, I'll get treatment.
No trade negotiation is worth ruining your life for. Let it go and get help.
You don't understand. Humanity needs me, and I need that stimulant. Without it, I don't know anymore. I get so tired when I run out of the stimulant. I just need one more boost.
There's no shame in having a problem, but you have to get treatment.
You're right. I'll go tell my assistant. I shouldn't be working like this. I'll get help. I'm just sorry it came to this.
Well done.
That's not what I heard.
And what did you hear exactly?
More rumors about strange metal creatures with real AI, no doubt. Yes, but there's more. There always is. I heard they had some connection with a rogue Spectre.
Not this again.
Why is that so hard to believe?
Whatever you say. Just don't expect us to believe it too.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, you're probably right. Thanks, Norman.
I'm glad you came, Shepard. I heard what happened.
They pulled me off the mission, just like when they forced you to give up the Normandy.
I know, I'm sorry. I wanted to warn you, but there was no way to get a message to you before you docked. I know you're pissed off right now, but you can't give up. They all think this is over, but we both know it's not. You have to go to Ilos. You have to stop Saren from using the conduit.
There's only one ship that can get me into the Terminus systems undetected, and she's grounded.
Citadel controls locked out all the Normandy's systems, but if we override the Ambassador's orders, we can get them to bring the Normandy back online. You can be in the Terminus systems before anyone even knows you're gone.
If we steal the Normandy, you're the one left holding the bag.
And if Saren finds the conduit, life as we know it is over. The Reapers will destroy us. Humans, Asari, everybody. You're the only one who can stop him, Shepard. So I'll do whatever it takes to get you on the Normandy and off this station.
Stealing the Normandy is mutiny. What if the crew won't help me?
The Normandy's your ship now, Commander. Her crew will follow you to the ends of the galaxy. We both know that.
What's the plan?
I can unlock the Normandy from one of the consoles in the Citadel Control Center. You'll have a few minutes before anyone realizes what happened.
That is a restricted area patrolled by armed guards. How are you going to get in?
Leave that to me. Just make sure you're in the Normandy when the systems come back online.
There's gotta be a better way.
Ambassador Udina issued the lockdown order. If I can hack into the computer in his office, maybe I can override it.
He won't just stand by while you use his computer.
Hopefully he won't be there. If he is, I'll just have to think of something.
The Ambassador will not forgive this, Captain. You will be charged with treason, a capital offense.
We don't have a lot of options. I break into the Ambassador's computer, or I take my chances with the patrols in Citadel Control.
Honestly, I don't know. I don't know, what should I pick though? Because either way he's in trouble, right?
You'll have a better chance if you go after the Ambassador's computer.
I was hoping you'd say that. The Ambassador has made this personal.
Friendship!
You ready to get the hell off this station, Commander?
Let's do it.
I'll take care of the lockdown. You get down to the Normandy and tell Joker to stand by.
We need to go back to CSEC. And then take the elevator in the middle.
With all this exploration of Prothean culture, this must be like a survey for you, Liara.
Our travels now are somewhat different from my normal excavations. I would prefer lengthier studies and fewer explosions.
Yes, most of the technology I had hoped to bring back to the flotilla has subsequently attempted to kill us.
I love these two. Comments. Everything I wanted to bring back tried to kill us.
Stand by, shore party. Decontamination in progress.
Anderson, what are you doing here? I didn't send.
Holy shit.
Let's go. Get us out of here, Joker. Now.
Wow, okay. I did not expect that. Okay, so there's a few planets. After all that action, let's take a second to read these. So we're in the area of Ilos. This is the planet Safe, a relatively small hydrogen and helium gas giant. There are several tenuous belts of debris in equatorial orbit. Spectral analysis of the material suggests artificial origin, perhaps the remains of stations that once mined Safe for helium-3. The next one is Ilios, the one where we go to. In the golden age of the Proteans, Ilos was a verdant world dotted with the spires and arches of magnificent cities. Even casual observation shows this is no longer the case. Ilos has been devastated by means unknown. Its entire surface changed to the color of rust. The atmosphere shows heightened levels of oxygen. Wildfires, presumably ignited by lightning strikes, can be seen burning on the dark side. This indicates that most, if not all, respirating animal life forms have died off. Surface gravity is a comfortable 1.17 standard Gs. And then the last one in this sector is Agitoton. It has a pressure cooker atmosphere composed of carbon dioxide and methane. Its scorching hot surface is mainly composed of sulfur with deposits of gold. Surface gravity is comfortable at 1 standard Gs. There are several areas of debris that may be wreckage of downed Protean aerostat colonies. Based on the size of the debris field, a population of over 100,000 was likely. Let's go. I think I'm nearing the end of the game.
Commander?
You probably shouldn't call me that. I probably shouldn't even be wearing this uniform.
Yeah, hell of a thing. We broke our oath to defend the Alliance, so we can keep it. What happens if this doesn't work out, Shepard? We mutinied, stole a prototype warship. If they wanted to get technical, they could throw in kidnapping. We're a hell of an example of humanity's best and brightest, huh?
I'm just here to get the job done. Let someone else be on the poster.
Yeah. I doubt the Reapers listen to our propaganda anyway. It'll really hit the fan when we get to Ilos. If things don't go well, I want you to know, well, I've enjoyed serving under you.
Caden, I don't think I've had the pleasure of you serving under me.
I don't want this. They literally forced Caden on you.
I walked right into that, didn't I? We could get drummed out of the service for fraternization. Of course, we'll probably get the firing squad for mutiny. You know what? You're right. About everything. I think about losing you, and I can't stand it.
All the options were literally, oh yeah, Caden, do me. Like, no, I don't want this. I'd rather have Tali.
Are important right now. And this is what will never happen again. Us. Shepard, you make me feel human.
Hold that thought. There'll be time for us when this is over. I promise.
You're right, of course. This is too important to risk messing up the team. I swear, though, if anything happens to you, take care, Shepard. If you keep me waiting much longer, it damn well better be the end of the galaxy.
Bridge to Commander Shepard. We're 5 minutes out from the Mu relay.
I'm coming up. Prep the ship for silent running.
Aye, aye, ma'am.
They're like, this is your last chance to do it. Like, no thanks.
Commander? We've got company.
Have their sensors picked us up yet?
Well, stealth systems are engaged. Unless we get close enough for a visual, they won't have any idea we're here.
Picking up some strange readings from the planet's surface.
Take us down, Joker. Lock in on the coordinates.
Negative on that, Commander. The nearest landing zone's 2 clicks away.
We'll never make it in time on foot. Get us something closer.
There is nowhere closer. I've looked.
Drop us in the Mako.
You need at least 100 meters of open terrain to pull off a drop like that. The most I can find near Saren is 20.
20 meters? We'll never get in close enough for a drop.
We have to try.
Find another landing zone.
There is no other landing zone.
The descent angle's too steep.
It's our only option.
It's not an option. It's a suicide run. We don't...
I can do it.
Joker?
I can do it.
Gear up and head down to the Mako. Joker, drop us right on top of that bastard.
Come on, ladies, let's do this.
You two, keep moving inside now.
We have to get inside this bunker before Saren finds the conduit. There is no way we're getting past that door with brute force.
Saren found some way to open it. There must be some kind of security override somewhere in this complex.
We will have to find some way to get it up and running again.
This is insane. There's 2 of those big ones. What? Okay, so this literally like pumped up the difficulty, didn't it? Okay, let's check some things first. Oh, you're shooting. I wanna check this out though. They look like Cthulhu creatures. There's so many of them. Are those just tentacles or are they like tubes? Looks like tentacles. Looks like they have machinery on the neck as well. One second. Where does this lead? Oh god, from the other side there's a lot of stuff. The accuracy of the shots are not 100%. And on top of that I also have shaking hands, so... So yeah ladies, how you doing, huh? So how do we get off? Where there's nowhere to go. Oh. This was just loot, okay. Good job, guys.
I never dreamed I would actually find Ilos.
My people once tried to find this world. We'd hoped we could settle here. But we didn't know it would feel so unwelcome.
I did it again somehow. I like the patterns on her outfit.
It must be running off its own generator.
This must be the command center for the entire complex. Saren's troops must have sealed the doors from here after we went inside. We will have to figure out how to disengage the security lock if we ever want to get inside that bunker.
This is a creepy place, to be honest.
Come, Saren already has a head start. We have to go find him before he reaches the conduit.
Unless he's already found it. Then we're just walking into a trap.
That is a chance we will have to take.
Hold on. Something's happening.
Too late. Unable to... Invading fleets. No escape.
Sounds like some kind of message, but I don't recognize the language.
It is probably in Prothean. This recording must be 50,000 years old. No wonder we cannot understand it.
The message is all broken up, but I recognize some of the words. It's a warning against the Reaper invasion.
Of course. Between the beacons and the cipher, an understanding of the Prothean language would have been transferred into your mind.
Not safe. Seek refuge inside the archives.
What's it saying? Can you make out anything useful?
Fought Reapers. The Citadel. Overwhelmed. Only hope. Act of desperation. The conduit. All is lost.
It said something about the conduit, but it's too degraded to help. We should go.
Cannot be stopped. Cannot be stopped.
There doesn't seem to be anything here. The design of this place is really cool, though.
We shouldn't be here. Not us. Not the Geth. Not Saren.
Oh, you're a good boy. Who's a good boy? There's also nothing up here. Oh, I have to go that way. I wish I could take those robots with me. So we just go back to the landing zone.
I have spent my life studying the Protheans, but I never dreamed I would discover anything like this. This bunker might have been the last refuge of their entire species. Just imagine what mysteries it might hold. Imagine what secrets it might reveal.
Please, try to remember why we're here. Saren, the Conduit, the fate of the entire known galaxy.
I am sorry. I was swept up in the moment.
What are all those things on the wall? Some kind of containers?
They look like stasis pods. The Protheans probably tried to keep themselves alive through cryogenic freezing. Something must have gone wrong. This bunker...
There's a shield up ahead.
What is happening?
It's a trap! Saren must have set an ambush!
I do not think Saren is behind this.
That looks cool though, look at that.
I have studied the Protheans for decades, but I have never felt this sense of foreboding. What will we find down there?
Whatever we find, be cautious. If this were simply an automated trap, Saren would have triggered it as well.
You are not Prothean, but you are not machine either. This eventuality was one of many that was anticipated. This is why we sent our warning through the beacons.
Looks like some kind of VI program. Pretty badly damaged.
It's talking, no?
I do not sense the taint of indoctrination upon any of you. Unlike the other that passed recently. Perhaps there is still hope.
This is incredible. An actual Prothean VI, and I can understand it.
I have been monitoring your communications since you arrived at this facility. I have translated my output into a format you will comprehend. My name is Vigil. You are safe here for the moment, but that is likely to change. Soon, nowhere will be safe.
Are you some kind of artificial intelligence program?
I am an advanced non-organic analysis system, with personality imprints from Kesad Aishan, Chief Overseer of the Ilos Research Facility.
Why did you bring me here?
You must break a cycle that has continued for millions of years. But to stop it, you must understand, or you will make the same mistakes we did.
Hey.
The Citadel is the heart of your civilization and the seat of government, as it was with us, and as it has been with every civilization.
You missed me getting really worked up at the Citadel.
But the Citadel is a trap. The station is actually an enormous mass relay, one that links to dark space, the empty void beyond the galaxy's horizon. When the Citadel relay is activated, the Reapers will pour through, and all you know will be destroyed.
I got really annoyed at the council because the council did not believe us about the Reapers, and then I was like, but Liara's able to actually link minds with me, and she's able to see what I saw. Why cannot any of this council Asari do the same thing to check if I'm speaking the truth? I don't understand. And on top of that, we're so far in the future. How do we not have any automated recording system for people that are actually doing research or that are doing like investigations? Then everything that is being said and done is recorded and can be used as evidence. Like, why did we not even think of recording the Reaper ship that was talking to us, or recording when Saren was completely spilling his guts about the Reaper and Sovereign and this and that? Why did we not record any of that? I got so annoyed. Liara looks through our mind to check the visions we had from the pillars. Why can't the counselor then be like, okay, we'll just get another Asari we trust to do the same, or the counselor do it themselves? Because that's not really banging them. They're literally just looking through that single part. Yeah, but why would Liara then suddenly do it and like offer for it to do it? Like, they could also just check her memories or something. Or like I said, recordings of everything that was said. Recordings with visual recordings of that ship that spoke to us. Why did we not make any recordings of anything? I don't know. The only person that came at me before we went here was Kaden, and I didn't want it. I don't know if the Asari likes me or not.
Nobody ever noticed the Citadel was an inactive mass relay.
I got really worked up
the
though.
Reapers are careful to keep the greatest secrets of the Citadel hidden.
Even then, if it's for the survival of the fucking Citadel, of the whole like space, one Asari would be like, okay, yeah, I'll just sacrifice myself, right? Like, hello?
To use it without fully understanding the technology. Reliance on the Keepers ensures no other species will ever discover the Citadel's true nature. Not until the relay is activated, and the Reapers invade.
How do the Reapers survive out in dark space?
We have only theories. The researchers here came to believe the Reapers enter prolonged states of inactivity to conserve energy. This allows them to survive the thousands and thousands of years it takes for organic civilization to rebuild itself. But in this state, they are vulnerable. By retreating beyond the edges of the galaxy, they ensure accidentally.
Yeah, but they could just check, right? Like I said, if I had made recordings, I would have been able to prove everything. Why do we not have anything that makes recordings when we're literally investigating something? That's stupid. Why do we not have that? And then on the other hand, they could have been like, well, one of the lesser Asari, you know, the ones in the lower castes, could just check her memory for us, kind of deal. And then they would have proof. Like, I don't know, it just doesn't make any sense to me.
If he turns on the relay, the Reapers can wipe out the Council and the Citadel fleet in one fell swoop.
That was our fate. Our leaders were dead before we even realized we were under attack. The Reapers
It's
seized
not
control
racist.
of the Citadel, and through it,
Every
the mass relays.
like culture has their own caste system. Even where we are in Belgium, Germany, Europe, we have the rich people, then the people that have at least enough to live by, and then we have the people that don't have enough money to even survive.
Our people, world by world,
Those are still
system by
castes,
system.
and none of the
They
castes help each other.
methodically wiped us out.
The war was lost. If you'd surrendered, they might have let you live.
No offer of surrender was ever given. Our enemy had a single goal: the extinction of all advanced organic life. Through the Citadel, the Reapers had access to all our records, maps,
I just don't
census
understand why they didn't check anything. They could have
Information
literally
is
checked our
power, and they
brain.
knew everything about us. Their fleets advanced across every settled region of the galaxy. Some worlds were utterly destroyed. Others were conquered, their populations enslaved. These indoctrinated servants became sleeper agents under Reaper control. Taken in as refugees by other Protheans, they betrayed them to the machines. Within a few centuries,
It's not
the Reapers
racist.
had
I'm literally
colonized
questioning their
every Prothean
methods.
in the galaxy. They were relentless, brutal, and absolutely thorough.
What do the Reapers get out of this? Why do they keep repeating this pattern of genocide over and over?
The Reapers are alien, unknowable. Perhaps they need slaves or resources. More likely they are driven by motives and goals organic beings cannot hope to comprehend. In the end, what does it matter?
It's not exactly
Your
like that.
survival depends
They have to
on
choose to
stopping
do
them,
that, remember?
not in understanding them.
I literally talked to Liara about how it exactly works, and what she does is not mind sex, as you put it. What she did was literally connect to a part of our brain to check the things and see if she could help us, like, put it together properly. That's nothing to do with the mind sex, as you put it. And even then, we were literally vehement in front of the whole council. They could have just checked it. They could have made one of them check it. Or they could have asked, like I said, we could have recorded it, but you keep glancing over that, Gart. We could have recorded it if we had actually used recording when he was speaking. Or recorded the Sovereign when the Sovereign was talking to us. We could have used recordings.
I don't understand. Where did the Reapers go after they conquered your people?
Our worlds were stripped bare, harvested by the indoctrinated slaves. Everything of value, all resources, all technology was taken. Certain that all advanced organic life had been extinguished, the Reapers retreated back through the Citadel relay into dark space, sealing it behind them. All evidence of the Reaper invasion had been wiped away. Only their indoctrinated slaves were left behind, abandoned. Mindless husks, no longer capable of independent thought, the indoctrinated soon starved or died of exposure. The genocide of the Protheans was complete.
You said you brought me here for a reason. Tell me what I need to do.
The conduit is the key. Before the Reapers attacked, we Protheans were on the cusp of unlocking the mysteries behind mass relay technology. Ilos was a top-secret facility. Here, researchers worked to create a small-scale version of a mass relay, one that linked directly to the Citadel, the hub of the relay network.
The conduit is not a weapon. It is a backdoor onto the Citadel.
How did you manage to stay hidden?
All official records of our project were destroyed in the initial attack on the Citadel. While the Prothean Empire came crashing down, Ilos was spared. We severed all communication with the outside, and our facility went dark. The personnel retreated underground into these archives. To conserve resources, everyone was put into cryogenic stasis. I was programmed to monitor the facility.
No, I
and
haven't.
wake the staff when the danger had passed. But the genocide of an entire species is a long, slow process.
I don't.
Years passed,
You keep questioning me, but I don't.
centuries. The Reapers persisted, and my energy reserves were dwindling.
I don't know what makes you think that, but I haven't played it before.
How did you survive?
I began to disable the life support of non-essential personnel. First support staff, then security. One by one, their pods were shut down to conserve energy. Eventually, only the stasis pods of the top scientists remained active. Even these were in danger of failing when the Reapers finally retreated back through the Citadel relay.
There were hundreds of stasis pods out there. You just shut them down? You killed them?
He couldn't let everyone die. Better to sacrifice some so others could live.
This outcome was not completely unforeseen. My actions were a result of contingency programming entered on my creation.
I bet they didn't tell the non-essential staff about this contingency.
I saved key personnel. When the Reapers retreated, the top researchers were still alive. My actions are the only reason any hope remains. When the researchers woke, they realized the Prothean species was doomed. There were only a dozen individuals left, far too few to sustain a viable population. Yet they vowed to find some way to stop the Reapers from returning. A way to break the cycle forever. And they knew the Keepers were the key.
Aren't they under the influence of the Reapers?
The Keepers are controlled by the Citadel. Before each invasion, a signal is sent through the station compelling the Keepers to activate the Citadel relay. After decades of feverish study, the scientists discovered a way to alter this signal. Using the conduit, they gained access to the Citadel and made the modifications.
So me scanning the Keepers earlier was actually a good thing?
When Sovereign sent the signal to the Citadel, the Keepers ignored it. The Reapers are trapped in dark space.
Saren must have some plan to undo everything you did.
The one you call Saren will use the conduit to bypass the Citadel's defenses. Once inside, he will transfer control of the station to Sovereign. Sovereign will override the Citadel systems and manually open the relay. And the cycle of extinction will begin again.
Is there any way we can stop them?
Oh, this is
There's a
trippy.
data file in my console. Take a copy when you go. When you reach the Citadel's master control unit, upload it to the station. It will corrupt the Citadel's security protocols and give you temporary control of the station. It might give you a chance against Sovereign.
Wait, where's the Citadel's master control unit? I've never heard of anything like that.
Through the conduit, follow Saren. He will lead you to your destination.
So, when the Reapers created the Citadel, they created the Keepers as well?
A more likely scenario is that the Keepers were one of the early harvested civilizations. Perhaps the very first. Perhaps they responded well to indoctrination, or the Reapers simply bred them to be obedient. In any case, they were left behind to operate and maintain the Citadel. But the Keepers are no longer directly controlled by Sovereign or its ilk. They evolved so that they only respond to the signals emitted by the Citadel itself. When the Protheans altered the Citadel's signals, they broke Sovereign's hold over the Keepers. Now, they are completely harmless.
Sovereign must have realized organic races were difficult to control.
A likely hypothesis. The Keepers evolved in an unanticipated direction. Non-organic servants like the Geth would be more predictable.
What happened to the survivors from the Conduit project?
They used the conduit to gain access to the Citadel, but the conduit is only a prototype. The portal only links in one direction, so they were trapped on the station. I do not know what became of them then. It is unlikely they found any food or water on the station. I fear they suffered a slow, grim death. I only know they succeeded in their mission to seal the relay. Your presence here proves their sacrifice was not in vain.
What about the beacon on Eden Prime? And the one on Vermeer? What were they for?
At our apex, the beacons spanned the breadth of our empire. We used them as a single galaxy-wide network to transmit data and communications rapidly from world to world. Virtually all the beacons were destroyed during the invasion, but once the Reapers were gone, the survivors here on Ilos decided to risk sending out a message. We knew it was unlikely there were other survivors, but if there were, we wanted them to know about Ilos. We wanted to give them hope, so a message was sent across the network.
You could have exposed yourself to the Reapers.
In truth, we didn't expect any of the beacons would still function, but we had to try. If there were survivors, we had to reach them. The message was meant for our own people. It was coded so only organic beings could interpret it. We still didn't understand the power of Reaper indoctrination. We never realized it could lead an agent of the machines, like Saren, to this world. But it has also led you here. So perhaps we did not fail after all.
Is there anything else? Sovereign.
If the Reapers are trapped in dark space, how did Sovereign get here?
It is logical to assume the Reapers would leave one of their own behind after each extinction. A sentinel to pave the way for their inevitable return. Like those in dark space, Sovereign probably spent most of the last 50,000 years in a state of hibernation. Periodically, it would wake to analyze the situation. Keeping its existence hidden, it would evaluate the state of galactic civilization. And when the time was right, it would signal the Citadel and usher in the next Reaper invasion. But this time the signal failed. The Keepers did not respond. Sovereign's allies were trapped in the void. Alone, it was forced to try and discover what had gone wrong.
Sovereign's the largest ship in the galaxy. Why all this secret? Why not just attack the Citadel?
Sovereign is not invincible. Revealing its true nature would have united the forces of every organic species against it. Even a Reaper couldn't survive such odds. But the Reapers are patient. They will not rush into the unknown. Sovereign could have been planning this for centuries, moving deliberately, gathering allies. Slowly, it has assembled the pieces of the puzzle, working through agents to keep itself hidden. Saren is the most visible pawn of the Reapers, but I doubt he was the first. Now Sovereign has grown bold. Whether from confidence or desperation, I cannot say. But it is determined to reopen the portal to dark space.
By the way, Gart, it's the first time I'm playing this. Melon, who's one of my mods, we go back like 10 years, and in 10 years time that we know each other, I haven't played this. And before that, I grew up in an almost cult-like environment where video games were banned.
Saren's got enough of a head start. Grab that data file and let's go.
Shepard, are you sure? Who knows how much longer Vigil will be here? Even now the projection is weak. This might be our only chance to speak with it, our only link to the knowledge of the Protheans. It is the opportunity of a lifetime.
It might know something useful.
I will provide whatever information I can. My data banks, however, are limited to information directly related to stopping the Reaper invasion.
I think I did everything.
I've got the file. Come on.
The one you call Saren has not reached the conduit. Not yet. There is still hope if you hurry.
Where did I just get renegade points?
All their culture, all their advanced technology, and the Protheans were taken in by the Reapers just as we were. They failed.
Just like my people. But they also gave us a chance to save ourselves. We must hurry.
I guess he's leaving behind little parties to try and stop me. That doesn't look good.
There, the conduit. It's incredible.
We don't have time to admire the view. We have to get through that relay, and these Geth aren't gonna make it easy on us.
I was looking down. I wasn't looking at the conduits. Very prepared, yes. Council was like, yeah, when he arrives, we'll be fine. They seem to get destroyed really easy, though.
Activate the defenses. Seal the station. The arms aren't moving. System's not responding. Abandon the Citadel. Evacuate the Council. Citadel Control. Citadel Control, do you copy?
So this literally aims towards the Citadel? I'm just gonna ignore these guys. There's no point fighting them with the little time I have. Meritorious something was the achievement I just got.
Critical failures detected across all monitored systems. Please begin emergency evacuation.
Wait! I've seen this before. That's the thing where I was at before. The mini relay people thought was just for show.
Malfunctions across the entire level. All non-emergency personnel must evacuate immediately.
Give me a rundown of the damage.
We have lost all primary power to the level. Environmental controls are not responding. Class 3 fires are burning in sectors 2, 3, 6, and 7. Civilian casualties are high. I am also detecting numerous unauthorized synthetic life forms throughout the station. They are believed to be hostile. Please approach with caution.
Come on! We need to stop Saren before it's too late.
Please begin emergency evacuation procedures. This is not a drill.
Oh, I did it again. He just killed a Seeker.
The Citadel's closing. They're sealing the station.
Don't let the enemy ships inside the arms.
Almost looks like a shrimp.
Saren's locked the elevator. Suit up. We're going outside.
Are we in zero gravity now? What am I supposed to do now? Actually go towards it? Okay. So we have gravity boots, but we don't have anything to record. Okay. So that's why the Krogans become white, they use immunity. the fuck? Okay. How am I supposed to deal with these? I'm just gonna snipe these turrets from afar, which means that I can actually deal with the normal, like, ground troops easier. The only limit really is my gun. I think that's all of them, right? So what are we supposed to do? We're supposed to try and get this thing off? I think it's down here. Oh, did you just teleport to me, Tally? An access hatch. Huh, and we lose our helmet. But with all the smoke, isn't it dangerous as well? Smoke inhalation and all that? Look at him, I'm using a sniper and I'm doing good with it. Thank you, ladies. Yay! He just jumped down. Should have known.
was afraid you wouldn't make it in time, Shepard.
Let's end this!
You've lost. You know that, don't you? In a few minutes, Sovereign will have full control of all the Citadel systems. The relay will open. The Reapers will return.
I've still got a few tricks up my sleeve.
You survived our encounter on Vermont.
Thank you!
Sovereign has
2-month streak. Let's hope this streak becomes longer, right? Meaning that I stream more consistently for a longer time.
Fancy hardware's not gonna save you.
I suppose I should thank you, Shepard. After Vermeer, I couldn't stop thinking about what you said. About Sovereign manipulating me. About indoctrination.
48 months.
Sovereign sensed my hesitation. I was implanted to strengthen my resolve. Now my doubts are gone. I believe in Sovereign completely. I understand
it's like 4 years.
Need organics. Join us, and Sovereign will find a place for you too.
Sovereign's controlling you through your implants. Don't you see that?
The relationship is symbiotic. Organic and machine intertwined. A union of flesh and steel. The strengths of both, the weaknesses of neither. I am a vision of the future, Shepard. The evolution of all organic life. This is our destiny. Join Sovereign and experience a true rebirth.
Sovereign hasn't won yet. I can stop it from taking control of the station. Step aside and the invasion will never happen.
We can't stop it. Not forever. You saw the visions. You saw what happened to the Protheans. The Reapers are too powerful.
Some part of you must still realize this is wrong. You can fight this.
Maybe you're right. Maybe there is still a chance for the implants. Sovereign is too strong. I'm sorry. It is too late for me.
It's not over yet. You can still redeem yourself.
Goodbye, Shepard. Thank you.
I just stalked my way out of a fight. I don't know. I don't know where Saren found the information about the Reapers and stuff, right? I don't know where he found that info. So for me it's really hard to realize, like, how he already started becoming indoctrinated and stuff.
Vigil's data file worked. I've got control of all systems.
Quick! Open the station's arms. Maybe the fleet can take Sovereign down before he regains control of the station.
See if you can open a communications channel.
The Destiny Ascension. Main drives offline. Kinetic barriers down 40%. The Council is on board. I repeat, the Council is on board.
Normandy to the Citadel. Normandy to the Citadel. Please tell me that's you, Commander.
I'm here, Joker.
We caught that distress call, Commander. I'm sitting here in the Honduras sector with the entire Arcturus fleet. We can save the Ascension. Just unlock the relays around the Citadel and we'll send the cavalry in.
Are you sure about this, Shepard? Human casualties will be very high if you send your fleet in now.
This is bigger than humanity. Sovereign is a threat to every organic species in the galaxy.
True. That's why you can't waste reinforcements trying to save the Council. You must hold them back until the Citadel arms open up and the human fleet can go after Sovereign.
What's the order, Commander? Come in now to save the Ascension, or hold back?
Wait until those arms open, Joker. We need all our ships focusing on Sovereign, even if it means sacrificing the Council.
A sacrifice for the greater good. I only pray it is not made in vain.
All Alliance ships, hold formation. Wait for a shot at Sovereign. Nothing else matters. I repeat, nothing else matters.
Commander, we're picking up reinforcements. It's the Alliance. Open a comm channel. This is the Ascension. We're taking heavy damage. breach. Guardian defenses are over. Kinetic barriers are offline.
Commander, they closed the channel. Make sure he's dead.
Talia Liara.
He's dead.
What the hell?
I am sovereign, and this station is mine.
What is going on with my stuff?
Sovereign's too strong. We have to pull back. Negative. This is our only chance. Take that monster down no matter what the cost.
Taryn got his shield back because of that. That is dumb. Why do I not have my immunity and everything equipped anymore? They just dealt with him while I dealt with the ads, okay. Good pick, these two.
Its shields are down. Now's our chance.
Hit it with everything we got.
Hard on my flank. We're going in.
Well, that debris is coming for us, I think.
Go!
Captain Anderson, we found them. They're in here.
Take it easy. It's over. You're safe now. Where's the commander?
Wait, so he died? Oh no, he didn't, okay. We should have died though, like come on, everybody was like, no, she didn't make it. Is that really the end?
We got your message, Ambassador. What's all this about?
No need to get worked up, Captain. I'd like to end this meeting with all my teeth still in place.
You should thank me for what I did. If the Normandy was still grounded, we'd all be dead right now.
I understand, Captain. You did what you had to do. That's not why you're here. We need to talk about what happened to the Council.
Commander Shepard did the right thing. We had to hold our fleet back to go after Sovereign. It was the only way.
I agree, but this also presents us with an opportunity. The Citadel fleets were decimated in the attack. Their losses have made the Alliance stronger. They can't rebuild without us. We need to take the lead in forming a new council, one with a human chairman at its head.
I can see the other races inviting us to join the council. But lead it? That's a whole different story.
The other species are scared. They've never faced anything like this before. They don't know what to do. They want us to step forward. They believe in us because of you, Shepard. You saved the galaxy from Sovereign. You're a symbol of everything good about humanity, our courage, our strength.
The ambassador's right. The other races look up to us now. They won't just accept our leadership. They'll welcome it.
Given everything you've done, Commander, the Alliance will want to know who you think our council chairman should be.
Captain Anderson.
We're about to go to war.
Not
We need
Udina.
someone with military experience. Someone like Captain Anderson.
You make a good case. Captain, are you ready for this?
I don't like Udina at all. I'm happy he got punched in the face.
I'll do what I can. So what happens now?
The Reapers are still out there. They're coming. And I'm gonna find some way to stop them.
Shepard's right. We're headed for war with the Reapers. If we lose, it's the end of all life as we know it. We have to show the rest of the galaxy what it takes to survive. With the support of the other races, we can win this battle. With them behind us, we can stand against the Reapers' return and drive them back into dark space.
Grr. His face. Full Ura. I guess it's the end of the first game? What is edge of reality? What do they refer to? Bring down the sky. What? What are these things? Bring down the sky? Where's my phone? Bring down the sky. Let me check that. That's the DLC. So, in the Legendary Edition, not all DLC that was originally released will be present. One of them is missing and is called Pinnacle Station, which is the second DLC for the Mass Effect 1. Due to corrupt code. So these are like DLC and the teams that made them. That's interesting. I guess I skip it now since the music's done. Otherwise, you guys will have to listen to just me babbling. I don't think they expected people to watch all the way till here. Or it's almost finished. Special thanks. BioWare Pandemic Administration. So it's literally the CEO and all the important people in the business. Legal team, marketing even. I think keywords is maybe the translation team, because it's like Italian, German, French, Polish. Very special thanks to our family and friends whose patience and support helped us reach for the stars. That's cool. And then the Epic Games copyright. That's cool. I think this is the end though. So that was Mass Effect 1. It kind of makes me curious what Mass Effect 2 is gonna have. I haven't done that yet. I've killed 1,000 enemies, by the way, imagine. Insanity. I didn't play on that. I didn't want to risk it. I wanted to enjoy my first playthrough, you know? I think I've done all of them except for the Insanity and the Romance. And then the abilities. See? So, I think that's it, right? That was all of it? What's the other extras? Options and credits. Okay. Well, I think I'm going to call it here then, and then I'll start Mass Effect 2 tomorrow. I'll use the same character. So yeah. For everybody who's still here, thank you guys for being here. Have a nice day, evening, rest of your day, whatever time of day it is for you, and I hope to see you guys tomorrow. Thank you again. Bye bye. Yes, Melon, I'll drink. Bye bye.